Welcome to Three Men and a Movie.
You didn't even give me time to do it. You did. It was like one guy and then another one missing.
So I think if you average it out, we're like 2.5 men.
I guess you could say that. All right, so this is the special Halloween edition of Three Men and a Movie. And we're going to say hi to Byron, who's off doing LuchaVaVoom for a couple of nights at the Mayan in LA. So good luck. Break a leg. Well, I mean,
Don't break a leg.
Yeah, in this case, it's kind of weird because he needs his legs for it. And there is potential of the leg breaking, so we shouldn't say that. But anyways, that's what people say. I do want to send a special shout out to one of my buddies who's like a big Halloween horror freak, Sergio Ordaz. So, buddy, here's your shout out. And is there anybody or anyone that you'd like to do a special shout out for?
I'd like to shout out to my wife for making me watch all these scary movies.
All right. That's like extra bonus points right there.
She loves these movies, and she loves watching them make me jump.
Yeah. Will she finally subscribe to our channel after this?
I don't even know if she has a YouTube thing to subscribe to.
You gotta get her on, man. That's one more. All right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into either a hidden gem, Halloween, horror, scary type of film, or just one of our favorites, like in Hans's case. His gem is not too hidden. His gem is all out there. Yeah. So we'll start off with those hidden gems or our favorites, and then we'll go into the more overrated Halloween scary horror films. So Hans, do you want to start us off with your favorite?
Sure. Exorcist. It's just like pure evil. Yeah. It's just super creepy. Yeah. Super well done. Yeah. I'm creeped out still seeing it now today, even though I know what's going to happen. Every time you see it, it's just as creepy, just as. Ugh. I'm
gonna make a comment out there anyway. During the editing process, we are not going to be putting her picture. All right?
Oh, okay.
That's not going to happen. So if you're expecting that, no, because. The editing process, they don't really quite know what our process is, but it's usually late night, everyone else is asleep. And
you don't want to be looking at her face?
Hell no! Looking for it on purpose? No. It's happened by accident. For a while there was that pop-up, right, where they'd send you some follow the car, and then it's her. Hell no. Yeah, but that one haunts me to this day as well, so I agree with you. What about it? I mean, I know it's pure evil, blah, blah, blah. That girl looks scary. But there's got to be something or some part in it that kind of is ingrained in your mind. What is that?
Just when she's getting super creepy and she's talking as the evil spirit.
Oh.
And I don't know, they did it so well. Like, I believe that she's possessed.
Yeah. There's a documentary, actually, that another buddy of ours, Gabriel Carrillo, was talking about. And the documentary, which I will not see, but apparently a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff was going on with sightings of ghosts or whatever, or evil things going on. There was a lot of accidents that happened behind the scenes as well. The girl, the character she was playing was supposed to be 12 years old, right? So that's really it brings on that extra creepy part where
my 12-year-old daughter will not be in a movie like this.
Yeah, how do you allow your daughter?
Well, depends how much to pay. No, I'm just
you'll pay for
her college tuition. No.
No.
No, but my wife swears that our house is haunted.
Oh,
our AC just suddenly goes to 82 degrees on its own. I think it's just a malfunction.
Yeah,
the AC, but according to her, it's haunted.
So some ghost that likes the warmth.
Really likes it hot.
And during the summer, during the hot days, does it go on?
Make it feel like hell.
Yeah. If it says hell on the temperature gauge thing,
when you start to worry,
then you worry. Yeah. All right.
I'm just gonna try to charge the ghost rent. That's
good luck with that.
Gotta help pay the mortgage somehow.
Those ghosts are squatters. All right.
So what's your favorite / hidden gem?
Thank you for asking me. So I'm going to be real with you guys. I geeked all out, and I made a ginormous list of stuff, because that's what I do. And my printer had no ink, so I had to do it old school with a pencil. I think my printer's haunted. But I made a list and I did my top 3, but I'm going to give you my hidden gem. My top 3 was Quarantine. If you've never seen it, it's starring Jennifer Carpenter from Dexter, where she's a reporter. They go into an apartment building that's condemned, and a lot of crazy shit happens where it's kind of like a zombie found footage type of film. That one has sort of a cult following, but it was really good. If you want jump scares and stuff, that's one to go for. There's another one called The Collector. Not The Bone Collector, but The Collector. And it is starring a guy named Josh Stewart, who you might recognize from Criminal Minds and The Dark Knight Rises. And that guy he's doing handiwork. He's an ex-con. He's doing handiwork. Apparently, this psycho dude breaks into the house that he's doing handiwork in. And as much as he wants to get back to his daughter, he decides to do the right thing and help the family out. But in doing so, he takes on this like huge monster type of dude who's a human being, but it's fucking gigantic dude who does kind of jigsaw-ish crazy stuff. So that one's good too. But my actual pick is The Hitcher. There's 2 films. There's the original from the 70s, I believe, and then there's a remake in 2007. And that one is starring a guy named Sean Bean, who you might recognize from Lord of the Rings. He's in all of the Lord of the Rings movies. And then he's also in The Martian, and he's got all kinds of credits on IMDb. But The Hitcher is a story about a couple who is taking a road trip, and they see a guy in the middle of the road. It's like a rainy day or whatever, and they swerve to miss him. And they're like, should we pick him up? No, right? They make the right choice. But then the dude catches up to them later on, and he remembers them, and then he terrorizes them for the whole film. Since it's a remake, I mean, the plot is pretty much the same. But what I really like about that film in particular, the one most memorable thing, and there's a lot of good suspense, a lot of good, action scenes and stuff, is one scene in particular that this Hitcher guy is chasing the couple and the police is chasing him. And in the background, the soundtrack plays 9 Inch Nails, the song Closer. You remember that song, Closer? And it is so masterfully done. The way that they play that song with the action of the sequence of the scene playing out is one of my favorites. And anyone who will listen, I'll play that scene for, and I'll play the song for them, and I get all excited like I'm getting right now. But come to find out that the director, Dave Meyers, is a music video. So, it makes sense that the guy did really well with the scene where he put music back. So if you haven't seen The Hitcher 2007, go check it out. Now, being that it's Halloween and scary movies abound, and there's all these festivals and there's all kinds of marathons and stuff going on about scary movies, is there an overrated film that you think people love that you don't really find that amusing?
Paranormal Activity.
Oh, I love paranormal. All right, go ahead. Tell me why.
I can't stand any of them. I don't know. It's just the whole basic concept of, the baby's there and ooh, it moved. And I'm someone that jumps pretty easily, and those films didn't make me jump at all. I was laughing during the movie at how silly all of the premise of everything they did was. I don't know. It just it wasn't realistic or believably done.
You're hurting my
from my
feelings.
perspective at all. I don't know.
You're hurting my feelings. I really like paranormal. What if you watch it and you turn the temperature up to 82?
Only if the temperature turns itself to 82.
All right. I'm trying my best. So is there one in particular of the series? Because there was a few of them, right? 5 or 6 of them. Which one was like the worst? Or did you stop watching?
I stopped watching, yeah. Oh. I saw a few of them in bits and pieces and caught them while they were on TV, and, Francine likes to put those movies on.
Yeah.
And it's funny to me to have a scary movie that doesn't scare me, that I'm like actually laughing. And the Paranormal Activities, I was laughing. I was like, that's just so dumb. I don't know.
You mentioned Francine. Is that our new subscriber?
No.
Come on, man. Make it happen.
Potentially.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
If I pretend to be Francine and subscribe.
It counts too? All right. So, paranormal, like, man, Hans. I want to move on to mine because I'm excited about saying the one that.
Okay. What's
but I don't want to move on from this Paranormal Activity one. Like, I really like it and I really want to give you like all the business, but I can't because I want to move on to mine. So,
all right, let's
fine.
move on to yours.
All right, I made a huge list. It Follows got 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. I saw it. I liked it. It wasn't great, but the people that I went to see it with really hated it, so that might be one that's kind of overrated. Not for me necessarily, but for a lot of people. It Comes at Night, I seen recently. I was really excited about it. I took people to see it, and then after watching it, it had no horror element to it. And after reading all the feed online and stuff, people were saying, well, if you didn't like it, it's because you didn't understand it. Well, if that's what people are saying online, where they got to explain it, then ultimately it's not a good film, I think, in my opinion anyways. There is also one that I'm going to throw out there that maybe might stir up some shit, right? It. Really good film, right? Entertaining. He hasn't... Fuck shit. That's paranormal right there. That someone exists that hasn't seen it. But
I just read it has broken the all-time record for a horror film.
Yeah. It made 66.5 million in the first weekend or in the first day of box office or whatever. But like I said, it is really good movie. It's really funny. It's got some one jump scare that's pretty solid. But the group, the Losers Club element of it is the best. But as a horror film, it doesn't live up to expectations. I will say that. But I really liked it. And
I think they got some excellent play from people planting balloons in different parts of cities and
that was cool.
And doing crazy clown stuff and I think they got basically free advertising from
balloons somewhere.
People
that's cheap.
Thinking stuff up,
Yeah.
I don't know how much they actually played a role in that or if it just kind of happened organically, but I think that helped the numbers.
I think people were so excited about it that they just did it willingly. I know I did a bunch of promotion for the film myself in my circles, and I didn't get any money for it. And clarification, it is a really good movie. But as far as horror genre is concerned, it's not at the top of the list. I had just seen Annabelle Creation right before I saw it. And it was apples and oranges if the apple's really tasty and the orange is rotten. Right? That's where it was. Annabelle was crazy scary. And then I saw it and it was a really good film, funny, blah, blah, blah. Well done, but not a good horror film. But the film that I do want to throw out there, and I'm going to throw it out there really quickly, Cabin in the Woods. It has a 92% Rotten Tomato to this day rating. And when it came out, it was the biggest thing for horror geeks because it had all the monsters from all the movies and it played all of the archetypes and all of the characters and all of that. But it's in my opinion, it sucked. It was this company that was behind kind of like a puppet master type of thing where they put these young people in this cabin and stirred some shit and to see what monsters would scare them and all that stuff. But it wasn't scary. And it's I guess maybe the Revolt Paranormal where it just didn't work. So those were our picks, guys. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Are there some that you have that maybe we didn't mention? And obviously subscribe, get people to subscribe because we put a lot of love and a lot of passion into our channel and into our episodes, and so we just want to share that love and that passion with you guys.
Help us spread the word.
Yeah. So this has been another episode of
3 Men and
a movie.